Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion. Play Slay the Spire. It's a daily challenge, abandon the run, but check this out. Level 8, level 9, level 8. We've been slowly incrementing, made a little bit of progress there. On Ascension mode as I play in my downtime. I don't believe your 10,000 point score. I consider it insubordinate, churlish, and illegitimate. Either way. All these other scores, excuse me, sir, are very good. And I can see why. Cursed is good. Lots of extra strength and HP. Midas is incredible. Specialized, it depends what you get. If you get the right rare card, it could be awesome. I'm not going to build my deck around Thunderstrike. It's just too expensive. I kind of like this shop, but it is mutually exclusive with one of our elites. So if we go like elite, you know, the only way to get two elites, we really should fight every elite, is to at least start on this path. I'll give you one of those, one of these, and one of those. I didn't want to use the rightmost strike. I wanted to use the leftmost strike. It's a lucky strike. Okay. We don't have our default orb as well, so Thunderstrike starts bad. Could become amazing eventually, but that's okay. Go for the eyes, compile driver, cold snap. I love cold snap. I love go for the eyes. If you build into an all for one, you know, 2 energy, when you spend it, bring back all the 0-cost cards from your discard pile. This is insanely good. This seems great for blocking purposes. Anyway, we're feeling pretty good today. I have to imagine, you know, I'm probably, I feel like my controls are very slightly off. It sounds ridiculous. Maybe my brain is just slightly askew, but I'm being sincere when I say to you, feels like, you know, the mouse is just... I did change my DPI settings last night. I was just sick of, you know, playing Slay the Spire and people making fun of my mouse sensitivity, being like, hey, you like those high sends, huh, bro? You're never gonna be a real card-playing MLG YouTube gamer as long as you're using high sensitivity in your trading card games. And I said, you know what? This charade, this ruse has gone too far. So it might just be a little learning period here. I gotta be honest, I'm really happy we're fighting as many enemies as possible here to start this run. Because our deck, it's got a lot of things that are not particularly good. I gotcha. We have too many Thunderstrikes without nearly enough orbs. Especially starting with 0 orbs, it also means that dual cast is worthless. I think we will be a little aggressive. We'll add our emotion chip here. I think we should probably take every curse we get the opportunity to do. So yes, we'll lose 1 HP as a result of having regret, but we also got 1 extra strength and like 6 extra maximum HP, so who's complaining? That's my feedback. I really feel like it's low likelihood. You gotta split him. He's only going to split by a little, but it's low likelihood we get one of those, like, 1,500 point scores. Like, I know, it's the usual suspects, Kaiser Soze up there, you know, I know those names. They're great players, but it just tells us, you know, if we look at it and the daily's almost over, well, can't stop this guy. Might as well do this. Ooh, right, we're weak. I forgot about that. Did that trigger twice? It looked like it did, but I might be mistaken. This is 16 damage. So we hit you with this, and this, you're done. If we do the daily and we see that it's, you know, Storm's got to work for us here. If we're going to do Thunderstrike, Storm kind of makes sense. Anyway, I keep losing my train of thought. Regardless, if we see that, you know, 20 hours have passed, the daily is, you know, has an upper maximum legitimate score of like 1,100. 1,100, that's where I start to get worried. For now, I am unworried. Unconcerned. I don't know why I thought to play Storm. We have no other powers in our deck yet. It's the definition of wishful thinking, but that's okay. Excuse me, I do not wish to grab the Ubisoft launcher. Okay, it kind of sucks to bring back dual cast next turn without a zap necessarily. Or a cold snap for that matter, but sure, well, we got the zap, so what can I say? Pop that out there. And we'll continue to take a little bit of damage. We just need some more block, and if I'm being honest, we really want to thicken this deck in a variety of ways, which I know sounds like I'm intending it to be dirty. That's not the case, necessarily. But we're drawing too many trash cards, you know? Thunderstrike does nothing for us until a fight goes way, way longer than we'd ever expect. I'm willing to, and obviously we should have popped it earlier, but to take less damage, I'm willing to do that. We need more blocks as well. Like, Leap is doing a great job. I would love some charge batteries. I would take some recursions in this deck. These daily scores are all about perfects on elites, perfects on boss fights. Not dying is a big one. I don't know if I want anything here. We're not really using Barrage that well. Reprogram is okay, but it is kind of a dead card. Skim, I think Skim is pretty good, but I don't know if it really fits, you know, the style I'm trying to cultivate here. 6 damage. Okay, so we're going to take 0, which is very merciful. I'm going to try to keep them roughly the same level of HP. The fact that we have plated armor now is extremely valuable. Even, I was just going to say, when they both attack on the same turn, we're still pretty okay. So we're basically just going to exhaust this. 15. Well, if we wipe 1, we should take 0. You're going to do a little bit more damage, but so what? You know, it sounds, it's a positive thing, I'm about to say. I'll try Scrape, even though we have very few 0-cost cards, right now at least. It might sound negative, but it would actually be really nice. Anchor's okay, too. It'd be really nice to take the Birdcage. We might as well play at least one thing. It'd be really nice to play the Birdcage, or to take the Birdcage from the boss, and then remove some of these Thunderstrikes from our deck. You know, even at the best of times, we don't want 5 Thunders, like, well, is it, yeah, it's specialized as 5. So really, like, close to a quarter of our deck is Thunderstrikes right now. Not really good optics for us. Yo, Blue Candle is so good. I have to say, also, we're not really channeling many orbs. You got me considering this Hyper Beam. And, consider no longer. We have grabbed it. If we can kill this guy first, it's better for us. We'll play it. You know why we'll play it? First off, it triggers a motion chip. Not that it's worth anything for us on this turn. Secondly, it exhausts the card, takes it out of our deck. Gotta love it. Okay, so Ball Lightning is fine, but I think the more blocks we have, the happier we're going to be with this deck. I really see it coming together. It's not a surprise. I mean... Wow, are you kidding me? I can't kill any of you in less than 3? 19, not gonna work. 20, obviously. 22, not gonna work. Alright, we'll kill the one doing the most damage then. Honestly, it's gonna sound ridiculous. I'm gonna let doubt play itself out. I hope I don't regret that immensely. We got very few 0-cost cards. We're gonna... I'm starting to learn, I think, the more I play Ascension mode. This time I'll play Regret for sure, but the more I play Ascension mode, the more I'm like, don't give up any HP. You know, the number of runs I've had in Ascension mode that have gotten down to 1 HP and then made it back to... Well, made it back to win, or at least have a chance to win before I ruined it with a boneheaded play. It's very high. Free Glacier, you gotta think that that's probably the right course of action here. This time, I'll give up 1 HP. And I do think Hyper Beam is probably the right place. So we can do 38 damage. That would take you down to 29. We could probably get you lower, though. But how? It's a good point. Yeah, so we'll just smack you. Not 29, 19. I was gonna, even in my head, I was like, 29 doesn't seem right. Okay, you're doing 17 damage, which is highly bad for me. Never mind, we're taking none. This time, though, I will definitely play the Curse. Blue Candle on a Cursed run is just so... I mean, it's ideal. Take another charge battery. Now we're getting into a delicate position, if I'm being honest. Okay, this is just embarrassing. We still get 3 damage out of the Thunder Strike, so I guess we should play it. But the thing is, I really want to perfect this boss. So I don't want to use the attack potion here. We should have you, like, easily. Now that I think about it, what I was going to say is we're going to, like, not rest, and we'll try to risk it, but I just realized we don't have a choice. We have to rest. If there was an option, I might consider it. So it's a very simple play to perfect this guy, I think. If we can use the Vulnerable Potion and Hyper Beam on the same turn, we probably got him in a good spot. So I'm going to start here. Here. We'll play this for 1, which shouldn't compromise that. And you know what? Because we've used all of our attacks and our energy, we'll wait on the Vulnerability Potion. This is just horrible. Does it just do 3 damage? I almost just want to check. But, we should enable dual cast. You got me. This turn we have to go on him. We didn't get what we wanted. Never mind, we got what we wanted. It says 15 damage. Oh, I guess we have channeled 1 at this point, so. Yeah. And that's the right play. 11 damage. Well, we're going to split them both easily, so we'll rebound Hyper Beam. One of them is going to... Oh, never mind, they're both dead. Okay, dude, I feel extremely right to have taken Hyper Beam. Seek seems like a gorgeous play. There's no way I'm taking a Thunder Strike here. Let's get ridiculous. It's working out for us. We have Blue Candle, Lantern Meat on the Bone, Nunchaku. Is it Nunchaku? I still say Nunchuck. That's what we said when we were kids. I don't understand, man. The media trying to erase all these words like Nunchuck. We used to say. I'm just being facetious. Why do I'm being real. Why do I get 14 damage out of, I don't care about that. Why do I get 14 damage out of Thunder Strike in this situation? Because to me, it seems like... I mean, I've summoned 0 lightning. I understand getting 7 damage out of it. This is unfortunate. I don't understand getting 14 damage out of it. But I might just be missing something obvious. I want more 0 cost cards. I also definitely do want more powers. Particularly like a creative AI now would be the right choice. Now, on this fight... Liquid Thorns are ideal. We might as well wipe out maybe you. We don't get a choice. Okay. Because these guys are going to be sincerely wounded. You're going to be slightly buffed. Perfect. Hyper Beam will kill everything. Especially with all the strength upgrades. This seems really good. Now, I don't like to pass up Glacier. I love that card. But I think we need to invest more in improving what we got going on here with the current archetype. So, Bag of Prep is insanely good. I think Apotheosis, we have the energy to make it work. At this point, we've got 899 gold left. I don't really want to remove any curses, honestly. Whenever you break, block, apply 2 vulnerable. I don't think it's going to be that good. I'll take the modest heals. Static Discharge, I just don't see it yet. I will take Turbo and Leap. I think both of those are fine. And then I'll take the extra We'll take bandage, too. I took the extra artifacts that I didn't expect to be that good, but I don't really care about getting jaxed. We got enough strength without having to worry about, you know, sacking our HP to make it happen. So we need to gain 5 block if possible. This should be a pretty easy task. Never mind, it's impossible. Well, it's impossible to do while also attacking, so... Alright, and... Again, if possible, I just prefer not to take damage from playing the curses unless they're terrible curses. 12 damage. Seek. Usually, we're going to seek out a Hyper Beam, I think. It's a level of damage I would consider acceptable. Except, you will now recognize that I am a fool, and I'm going to take damage as a result of this, but not very much. Wow, this is just horrendous. Get that out there, get that out there. No reason to play these. No heals, please? Good, just blocks, just block. Never mind. Modest heal. Strike, rebound, that's 29 plus 10, 39. I gotta kill you. And I can play this first. 16, 19, 12. We still have to play all of them. But at least we can do it and bring Claw back. Sure, we take 4 damage. Big whoop. Nothing serious. This is more along the lines of what we've wanted from this run for a while. We got a little bit of zero cost synergy. Not a lot, but a little bit. I have to be honest, like, I think Capacitor is maybe terrible. Take another curse for free, absolutely. I don't see myself getting use out of Capacitor. There's probably builds that it works for, but you know, all I'm saying is I ain't ever seen them. I'm gonna play Buffer. The idea is maybe we can get it perfect here. Still got so much energy. 19, so we do need to play a block. If I'm being honest, I'm gonna play Writhe. It took Buffer. Oh, so deserved, but also simultaneously such an idiot. Okay. Well, we're not going to get 20 blocks, so we're not going to perfect this unless we can kill one of you, which is not going to happen. Life goes on, but I'm in pain because of my own idiocy. We take 7. Big whoop. That's not what you want to draw. Yeah, I mean, I'll take 1 damage instead of taking 2 damage. So our deck, I'll level with you, we have 8 curses. That's really the principal problem right now. Probably should have rebounded that. 8 curses, it's the principal problem and the principal solution, I guess, is the good way to describe it, because, like, well, let's see what we get here. Aggregate, yeah, I think it's totally worth it. We do need more draw, though. Gremlin Horn is more draw, in a strange capacity, but still. We're drawing curses too often. And by too often, really all I mean is more often than I'd like. So we definitely want to play that. We don't really care about these. Do care about that. We'll hit you with the vulnerable Hyper Beam first. We're going to take 6, all things considered, not the end of the world, for a fight against an enemy who's basically annoying as heck. Now this turn, it looks bad, and it could be better, but we rolled over enough energy that, like, he's dead, it's just a matter of time. Like, we had a 14 damage FTL. I keep, you know, I want to add cards. Hold up. That's not the right way to do it. Did I skip? Yeah, I took a path that's only going to give me 1 elite. So basically, I am a fool. But we did get 2, we did get 2 curses out of chests. So, I mean, you could only do that via question marks. Still pretty dumb, though. 563. I think we definitely want an all-for-one. Electrodynamics would be good if we weren't relying so much on losing all of our focus. By which I mean, you know, we're using Hyper Beam as our killer. So I think we'll take Matrushka and hope to find 2 more chests. We're going to find at least 1. Either way, easy daily, fun daily, but, you know, on a tactical level, Your boys made some missteps here. Also, a lot of dead nodes, really. So, we want to lose this, lose this. Play, play, play. Honestly, why not play this? We're so unlikely to die. We might as well thin out our deck and play as many of the garbage cards as possible. So again, lose it. Lose it. This is a tough one. Because Hyper Beam is, of course, very good. But I gotta see. They're doing 14 damage. And what do we have in hand? Dual cast Thunderstrike? Oh my god. As much as I hate to say it, like, I think the way that we keep ourselves perfect here is we take a, well, charge battery works fine. I was gonna say a leap. Oh, we got more energy anyway, but... So we take no damage. This turn is the big one. And this is not gonna help us, so we are definitely going to take damage. Now I'm running it in my head. I'm like, did we have enough damage to kill them with a Hyper Beam? Maybe we did. Claws, 14 damage. We'll still do it like that. Gremlin Horn coming through in the clutch, sort of. Incredible. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're learning a lot about this deck right now. Like, maybe it's not quite as good as I'd been leading myself to believe. I'm still at this point, you know, I'm used to these Ascension runs where when you finish the boss fight, you don't heal the maximum. So the fact that we can just throw HP away is, like, incredibly merciful to me right now. It's a golden gift given from on high. Sorry, did I say on high? I meant InBev-owned macro brewery Anheuser-Busch, who's a generous sponsor of this episode. Thank you so much, Anheuser-Busch. It's Miller time, baby. They paid me to say that. They didn't, actually. I gotta be careful with that. It might be a crime to pretend to be sponsored by somebody you're not actually sponsored by. Should probably cool it on that, yet here we are. Go for the eyes. Where you at? 23 damage. Not a problem. 23 damage. Definitely play that. We've really only channeled one lightning this entire time. That's absurd. 18 damage coming in. This is fine. I hope we get an energy relic. I know we're getting energy on the regular regardless, but I gotta know what it evokes for 4 damage. That's so bad. We got him anyway with the lightning strike, but good lord. All right. It's the bias cognition. We might as well take it. I mean, it could be useful if we've never played Hyper Beam or we've played Hyper Beam once. It'll be useful for a bit. Oh, man, this is tough. I guess I'll give enemies extra strength to give me extra energy, because we're 11 strength up. Enemies are not. 1, 2. We're only getting 2. I would love to get a shop. This is the only shop we're likely to be able to take advantage of, so that's fine, but... Rebound does 21 damage by itself. Incredible. Lose this. Lose that. Everything else is fine. With these curses, I really think it's about picking your battles, you know? I mean, this is highly painful. We're going to take 9 damage. It's becoming very, very clear to me my systemic underrating of block as a concept is costing us in a big way. Not block, sorry, draw. Block, I respect probably less than it deserves, but enough. Please. Can't do it. Can't be done. Still, we got you. We got 2 energy left. I'll hit you with the hyper. Oh, we get 2 because it's upgraded via apotheosis. Fantastic. Okay, claw, hyper beam. It's not going to get you, but it's going to get you close. If you give me a card and the card says, you know, it's 1 energy and it says draw, it better do damage. If it doesn't do damage, I'm not going to pick it up. And that's me being a fool. I understand on an intellectual level how useful draw is. I just don't use it that well. Gambling chip is insanely good. We can get rid of all of our curses on turn 1 when we have the most energy we'll ever have. So I love that. Give me the curse. Absolutely. More innate curses at this point. Go this way now. I think. So this is just obviously the worst starting hand you could ever imagine. And look at that. Now it's wonderful. Still play that. Let's do 28 damage each, which is ridiculous. $10 block. So I gotcha. I gotcha. That is extremely easy. Okay, I feel very confident in this deck now. Ball Lightning seems like an acceptable pick. I'm just making sure we're on the right path. Doesn't really matter. We want to hit as few campfires as possible. We have to hit that one. You know what? If we take the far left path, we don't have to hit another campfire and we still get 2 elites. If I'm being honest, I'm a little nervous about this fight. The reason... Definitely should have played... I guess not. It doesn't matter. The reason I'm nervous about this fight is because, this guy right here is a real piece of work. He's a real piece of garbage. I think that time it was the right play to keep our plated armor up. If we draw badly and get curses, life could be very painful for us. I really just... I don't even want to play this. Basically, I'm playing it to just lose focus for my own nebulous reasons. I don't think it matters at all what we play here. I will get rid of this. 72 damage. So this is the big one. Got him down to 28. And there's another 7. So he's going to do 21. I'm going to take 2 damage, which... I'm a little embarrassed to take 2 damage against this guy, which is actually 1 thanks to Tori, but still. Life goes on. Alright. It would be amazing to perfect these elites. Try to recover some of that score we stupidly lost. Okay. What do you do? Probably drink this. You got a leap. Gives you 14. We're up to 29. Perfect amount of block. Fantastic situation. Then, oh my, we actually got the Thunderstrike, which is insane. We needed something to kill him, and we got it off of the Gremlin Horn of all things. Now we need 15 block. That's not easy. Bias Cognition first. Dual cast. And then... Thank God. We've done it. The boot is not that good. We're going far left. The boot is not that good, but it's okay. I really want, like, Unceasing Top. Can live with these. You're all attacking turn 1, huh? It's a little greedy, don't you think? I'm just thinking, like, you know, we already have enough block. What do we want to hit him with on this turn to get the maximum value? I mean, there's various useful options. Hyper Beam is a pretty easy one because it does so much damage by itself. Like 2 strikes kills him. Basically, a rebound and a strike definitely kills him. That was fine. Incense Burner could be really useful at getting a perfect, and this time we'll be intelligent and take Glacier, because block hasn't been an issue, but I'd like to keep it that way if possible. This is an easy one. Okay, this is beautiful. We'll take, we'll play Aggregate first, then Apotheosis. Hyper Beam is going to pay for itself easily. Okay, go for the eyes. Nunchuck just gave us extra energy. Claw, that was very, very simple. Take another cold snap. Storm, I wish I had not added to the deck. I'll level with you on that one. Dreamcatcher at least gives us something. An ornamental fan. Something to do with campfires, I should say. An ornamental fan, sure. The 4 block is going to be useful in some situations. I don't think we want Thunderstrike yet. I want to... Can I roll these over too? So we're going to seek... This time we do want a Hyper Beam, I think. Easy. Beam Cell, very useful for the type of deck we're trying to construct here. Out of all of these... who's our boss? Don't know Deca. Not really worried about debuffs, even though they do weaken you. I think I'll take Centennial Puzzle and Bronze Scale. Centennial Puzzle we can use for our own nefarious goals. We can play a curse to draw 3 cards, as long as we've never done it on that fight before. Ooh, that's not bad. So we'll start Apotheosis. 34 damage. Try to wipe you first. Charge Battery. Charge Battery is always nice to play. If you have nothing else better to do. 24 damage. You're so lucky. This deck got very, very, very strong. In the end, I can't regret the fact that we took 14 curses. Even if it did lead us to, you know, potentially... Oh, we got Pain. Even if it did lead us to potentially lower our score by... You know, filling our deck with cards that were essentially poisonous to us. I honestly, like a Fire Potion, I don't think is that relevant against either Elites or the boss. They have so much HP. This is an easy one. Yes, yes. Oh. Yes, yes, yes. I'm gonna Gambler's Brew. Everything we just drew. It's better. Still bad, but better. You know what? Let's try this. Free Hyper Beam is pretty good. So I'm gonna well, we don't need to rebound a Hyper Beam. Well, Hyper Beam. Oh, it got so framey. We'll rebound a Ball Lightning, I guess, even though it's not that relevant. Plus he's dead, so we have nothing to worry about. Bottled Flame. We start with a card in hand. I mean, Hyper Beam is our best damage. It's hard for me to say no. Chest, please. So Matryoshka was a waste. We did find a rare opportunity to add the red mask, though. It happens essentially never. So I think a perfect here is highly, highly, highly unlikely. Can't complain. You know what? I'm looking at it. I'm just trying to see. Do we have 22? We need a little bit more block, but now we don't. I'm thinking if I make you vulnerable via this Seek. Apotheosis is another... Dude, how could I not play Apotheosis on turn 1? Now that I think about it, I'm like, don't be an idiot. And we'll roll... And I don't know, 23 damage is pretty okay. Now every card in the deck is better. We played it at speed, you know? We lost nothing for playing it. And you're doing 30 damage. You love it. How can you not love it, right? So you're doing 22 damage. That's nothing. Get out of my hand. You get out of my hand as well. We're going to hologram, bring back a Hyper Beam. Because it's insanely good. Okay. Aggregate is fine. Are we taking damage? Probably. Definitely. It's painful to me that we built a deck incapable of getting this perfect. The perfect that I've so requested for the entirety of my life, and yet here we are. It's going to be one of those runs where, you know, I hope you've enjoyed the video because the score is going to make me look like an even bigger idiot than I actually am. But in the end, it was extremely powerful. We had like double, plus 14 strength and double the regular HP, roughly, that you have as the defect. You got a 1100 score. Why don't you just rip my beating heart out? leave me mired in like the 500s on the leaderboards. 600s even. Anyway, I still had fun. I hope you did as well. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I will see you next time.